Negating the threat. They're benumbed.
Get the order in. I'll take care of them, Commander.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
To finish recharging first.
Over here! Hold him the head!
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Me!
Go for it.
Combatant scan. Proceeding to attack. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Corporification in progress. Locking them down. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Combatant scanned.
Got a distraction for you.
I'm seeing our friendly.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Need a better spot.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Who's there?
Got my lamps on and I'm
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander.
Gun needs it, buddy!
Guns cocked and loaded. Give the signal.
Taking the fight out of them, locking them down. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. You've suffered extensive damage, Commander. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Standing by to stupefy. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. I'll handle it. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Mitigating the threat. Taking the fight out of them. Target analyzed. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Combatant scanned.
Hostilities are afoot.
Mobility interrupted.
Have you made any progress yet? I can barely contain my excitement. Incredible! And to think I sent all those assistants to die for nothing. I should have just sent a heavily armed stranger first. Here's your reward. You've certainly earned it. Now, back to my lab. I'm going to get so many papers published. Every biological researcher will know my name. There's going to be statues of me.
Got my lamps on an unfriendly.
Attention, Commander. There may be valuable parts at this location that can improve this unit's functionality. Performing a thorough search of the Autobot factory is advised. Should you wish to maximize your Valorant unit's recharging factory schematic. It is likely the desired parts are being stored somewhere on the ground floor.
I have a fix on the...
Spy move!
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Back and scan. Replicator is charged. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
I see an unfriendly source.
Mobilizing. Amplification in progress. Mitigating the...
Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted.
I have a fix on their weaknesses. Adversary vulnerability. Hostilities are afoot.
Troubleman?
Enemy moving into
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander. Hostile spotted.
Resorting to violence.
Standing by to stupefy.
Target analyzed.
Lay down. Do try to limit further damage, Commander. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Let me know when you need a stretch.
Combatant scanned. Stun weapon ready, Commander. Check your scopes for combat.
Using my fire breaking for cover.
I see an unfriendly soldier.
Above.
We are duty
Target at
stop them. Replenishing my firearm. Take them into cover.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Locking them down. Taking the fight out of them. Not the optimal use of ammunition.
What do you want to wager there's something in there for Val we can use?
Proceeding to attack. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
What? Bit leery of that.
Check your scope for combatant analysis.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just get the signal.
Disruptive influencing. Seeking cover.
Combatant scan.
Torpedonator is charged.
Enemy in vicinity.
Protectorate personnel, only beyond this point. Leave immediately. If you are not of the Protectorate, you are this unit's enemy. Preparing.
Investigating hostile intentions. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Either the rifts devoured everyone here, or they're all waiting to spring out at us.
Attention, IRC.
I'll handle this.
Please have these signed for attendance is mandatory.
Be more surprised if it was optional. At least that explains where everyone went.
We have been numbed. Mitigating the threat.
Interrupted.
Could hit the broadside of a frame. That's our last call at hot.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Due to an anomalous event, the interstitial hall and exhibition tower is off limits for the foreseeable future to any and all non-essential personnel. All requests to view the prototype rift anomaly modulator are hereby suspended for the time being. Please direct all further inquiries and study petitions to the lead researcher's office.
Subjects, listen well. Days ago, our beloved sovereign, in his infinite wisdom, submitted himself to mental refreshment to strengthen his resolve for the good of all. At his command, I, Emery Thoreau, now accept the responsibility of shepherding you through these dark times until our sovereign's blessed return. I shall not take this duty lightly, for I address you today not as the consul, nor even as your new leader, which I am, but as a simple man who wants nothing more than to defend his home and his neighbors. But I cannot do it alone. Some may
Wonder how long ago the Order predicted this.
but it is
Assume the presiding bishop's been keen to the possibility for some time.
The sovereigns are downright dumb. dove compared to the console. This is gonna be bad for everyone.
As I call upon you to stand tall with renewed zeal. Together, we will finish our great sovereign's work and purge Arcadia of those who seek to harm us. We shall clench our victory. Step into the future. Our matriarch promised.
Threat detected.
I know how this looks, but I can assure you I have leave to look into... Oh, you're not security. Then you must be responsible for all the commotion I heard just now. For both our sakes, I think it best if we continue as we were. I will forget I saw you as long as you extend me the same courtesy. I was looking for proof, if you must know. There was an incident recently, and I believe our head of security is neglecting his duty to investigate. Albin Valancourt is the sentinel charged with supervising this facility and all its researchers. Unfortunately, he's a punitive man who delights in the wretchedness of others. I'd grasp a live rod if I could pass its current to him. Although, unless you have unusual license to be here, his odds of keeping head and body united diminish by the second. That must have been so difficult for you. Unless your lamps have oxidized, you must have noticed my arm. I lost it saving the Sovereign from a rift experiment gone wrong. An experiment I was in charge of, naturally. Valancourt supplied my name for the reports, incriminating me in the eyes of my colleagues. And since he's closed off that wing of the lab, I can't prove my innocence. I couldn't possibly rely on an outsider to help me conduct an investigation, could I? No, that would be outrageous, unthinkable. Except, whatever the cause of the incident, it is my duty as a law-abiding protectorate subject to gather proof and uncover its cause. Really, Valancourt is forcing my hand here. Help you with acquisition? Assuredly not. If, however, in your exploration of the lab, you happen upon the modulator, I surely would not be able to prevent you from seizing it. What I am offering is help afterward. Once you take the prototype, it will set off an immediate lockdown. I can facilitate your exit from the facility, but only if you help me in turn. That modulator will be necessary to unfold the rift and find the evidence I need. And if Valancourt suffers repercussions for its loss, I will count that as an added benefit. The prototype rift modulator is currently in Interstitial Hall at the top of Exhibition Tower. There's a lift in the next room over that can take you directly there. Once you have the prototype, make your way to Valancourt's quarters. He should have a spare key card that will grant us access to the restricted wing. I'll monitor your progress from here. Be cautious. The guards of this facility will attack anyone unfamiliar to them. But once you have the keycard and rift device, reconvene here, and we'll go together to the wing. That is what we've agreed upon, is it not? Valancourt keeps all of the items he confiscates from the staff in a locked closet in his quarters. There may be something pertaining to the investigation within. I've already shared more with you than I ought have. But go ahead. That's an ugly way to describe a legitimate transfer of power. And if you're trying to bait me into expressing an opinion of my superiors, I assure you I will not. A technicality. He's inferior in every way that matters. In public, Henry has adopted the affectations of his father. In private, he is much more personable, though meddlesome too. Always wanting to be involved in the experiments. He becomes most animated when we discuss how matter might be reconstituted from the rifts. What was lost somehow returned. You could say he has a vested interest. His motivations are personal. All I am willing to say is that he is a man who loved his family very much and would move planets to see them again. He and the Consul wore coats cut from the same stern cloth. Henry has never quite matched either of them, in terms of temperament or severity.
The Consul provides, the system abides.
Hostile in proximity.
Hostile spot.
All subjects transfer under the guidance of our growers.
I'll handle this.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
They envy our prosperity.
Something ain't right about that rift. Though, kinda makes you wonder what might be inside it.
Every subject ensures.
They really just left the modulator out in the open, huh? Well, let's say we avail ourselves of the choice.
Quickly, use the modulator to open the rift. It may provide your only avenue for escape.
To the unsubtle thief. Yes, you with the rift modulator.
It's not every day that someone is fool enough to break into the Interstitial Reconfiguration Center. I'd be obliged if you would regale me with the tale of how you managed to get this far. A crude assessment and utterly untrue. I am perfectly accommodating to non-incompetence. I suspect you did not reach here unaided. So who was it? Which one of my undutiful brain boxes helped sponsor this little pilferage? You cannot fault me for trying. Well, there will be time to scrutinize every angle of this breach at a later date, once I have dealt with you. I could also reduce you to a state of quivering agony, begging for death. And that would be a lot more enjoyable for me, if I'm being candid. No matter. I will await you in the hangar, where bullets may fly more freely than words, if you survive that long.
Movement!
What?
Proceeding to it.
As of this morning's demonstration, we have finally proven my central thesis. Matter within the rifts is not permanently destroyed, broken down into pure information. This confirms many of our theories about the rift to an overwhelming degree, including the potential to restore this information, albeit imperfectly. I expect the Sovereign will be most pleased. I'm scheduled to meet with him later today to discuss my findings more in depth. Note to self, impress upon the Sovereign the risks of this research, lest he insist on attending the next demonstration. I surely cannot rely on Valancourt to do his actual job.
Troublemaker approach.
Serve the Sovereign.
Ratcheting up on contact proximity. Have a fix on the resource of the control.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
probable.
Disruptive influence.
Got some bad company.
Always says.
Frolic, prance, and...
Well, hey! Get the water in, I'll take care of it. No! No target!
Do you suppose there's been another...
I'm back in stand.
An explosive! System endures!
You think too much!
Target analyzed. Red down for infiltration in progress. Locking them down.
They're down!
My family's wise counselor for more years than I have drawn breath, Emery. But that does not grant you the right to challenge my will.
Why, I challenge nothing. I simply offer guidance where I may. I've neither the wish nor the strength to usurp your authority.
I know you have
How
designs
very
on my
tidy and
research.
organized this
What
all
I cannot
is.
understand
I
is what
imagine
you intend
Valancourt's
to
dirty
do with
secrets are filed in alphabetical
are you
order.
plotting?
Suspicion is unbecoming, Henry. And restoring Arcadia to resplendence is my sole aim, as it should be yours. Yet you remain intent to use the rift for the most tenuous of means.
You forget yourself, Consul. Pray, I do not forget all the loyal service you have given me, or you might lose more than just your standing in my affections.
Having that device nabbed on his watch nigh guarantees Valancourt a long stay and mental refreshment, if he is not subjected to swift and fitting arbitration first. Matriarch's blessings on you. Let's not waste time then. I'll lead us to the restricted wing now. Once there, reopen the rift using the modulator, so we can begin searching for clues. There's the sorry excuse of interstitial reconfiguring matter to turn my arm. Rifts reconstitute matter in an imprecise manner. But use your imagination to conjure the original scene. That could lead us to the evidence we need. You've discovered something? I knew it! I am absolved. And yet, I cannot possibly imagine what would have possessed him to deliberately endanger the Sovereign's life. It's unconscionable. I would characterize Valancourt as many vile and unmentionable things, but a traitor? No. The man cannot defecate without humming a protectorate anthem. For all the time I've spent trying to unsnarl Valancourt's mercurial behavior, it seems there was yet more I did not know about him. Did you uncover anything else? I had heard rumors of the Sovereign's diminished popularity since the war began, but I scarcely trusted their veracity. That any subject should commit such an abominable offense against the Matriarch's own blood? It is nigh impossible to fathom. I think I'm beginning to understand exactly what happened here. But if you have any additional points of data, please share them. How did this go unnoticed during final checks? This is surely why the rift destabilized on us. You've provided more evidence than I could have hoped for. Thank you. Valancourt must have sought to curry favor with the Consul by eliminating the Sovereign and making space for the Consul to step into power. He sabotaged the machine, hoping the rift would perform his dirty work for him, and left me to suffer the repercussions. Our dear head of security has much to answer for. We need to go and confront Valancourt, now. I'm no longer willing to wait for the arc of justice to bend in my favor. Valancourt needs to die for what he's done. If I distract him, can I count on you to do the rest? I'll go first, follow behind, but not too closely. We don't want him to see you. If you can reach the back of the hangar, stealthily, there's a ladder up to some turrets, which you can deploy against Valancourt. Careful not to turn them on me, too. I'll keep Valancourt talking so that you can get a good angle on him, but his patience isn't limitless, so be swift. Attack when ready. No need to wait for a signal from me. Oh, and there's also a rift in the hangar. An experimental byproduct, as it were. I would avoid interacting with it, lest you alert Valancourt to our ploy.
Dr. Hurley, pleasant as I find your company, I must ask you to vacate the area at once. I'm preparing our defense. Ah, thief. Playing with your new toy, are you? Not for much longer. Be assured, after I deal with my traitorous subordinate here, you're next.
Traitor? If anyone's a traitor here...
Guards, see to this intruder with extreme prejudice, you may as well seize exposed yourself by opening that bridge.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Negative. Recharge incomplete.
Got my lab coat on foot.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Go for torpification. Target analyzed.
Sustain this.
Have a fix on their weaknesses.
Troublemaker. Check enemy light just turned.
Investigating hostile intentions. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Stun weapon ready, Commander.
Now that you have the rift modulator, any previously inaccessible rifts could be worth revisiting. Rifts may contain useful equipment and resources. However, due to the chaotic nature of reconstitution, some creative problem-solving may be required in reaching them.
the heat off you, Commander. Just stay with.
Mitigating the threat. They're benumbed. I have a fix on their weakness.
Niles, dear, your relationship with Valerie is just so unique. I've never witnessed such a close connection between human and automech.
Val was there for me through my worst years. Kept me flying straight and level. I did the same for her, in a more literal sense. We've always been like each other.
That must have been nice, dear. Counting is integral to our entire way of life in the Order.
Strength.
I'll handle it.
Ready to waste it. On your command.
Vulnerabilities identified.
Combatant scanned. Standing by to stupefy. Investigating hostile. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Seems like... Parasites identified!
Got my man on an unfriend.
Combatants taking the fight out of them.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
I have a fix on their weaknesses. I'll handle this. could, but alas, it's not charged. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Hostilities are afoot. Stun weapon ready, Commander.
Protector is subject to ensure.
Minimizing exposure.
Taking the fight out of them.
With some
and others are not.
Spy movement! Troublemaker approach.
Mobilizing. Patience. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. I'll handle it. Back and scale.
Fight us face to face. We need to withdraw. I mean, strategically relocate.
Got my lamps on an unfriend.
Mitigating the threat. There be none.
Ready to waste them. On your command. Hostile fire.
Cocked and loaded.
Get the system.
Need to finish recharging first.
Over here! Bring all of the head!
On your toes.
I'm ready. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Standing by to stupefy. Back instead.
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Check your...
Spy move.
Mobilizing.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say
Mitigating the threat. Taking the...
In short order.
Batten scared.
Hastening to cover.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
Target analyzed.
Restoring the balance.
Resorting to...
Got my left on an upgrade.
Have a fix on their weaknesses. Torpificator is charged.
Troublemaker approaching.
Mitigating the threat. Locking them down. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Spy move.
You lot couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter. Over here.
on their weaknesses. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Stun weapon ready, Command.
I'm seeing unfriendly soldiers.
You're back. Do you require additional supplies for further jobs and adventuring? We shall be...
No reason to reason with you.
Mind your truth table P's and Q's now.
This unit beautifully acknowledges your presence.
By law, you've done it. I cannot lie. My math placed the odds of your survival at 0.00343%. But your reputation indicates that you reliably beat the odds. So why am I surprised? Unfortunately, I am limited in forms of compensation. However, I've refined the schematics so they may be constructed with your own rudimentary tools. I trust that you will find wonderful methods of deployment that will manipulate every equation to your favor.
I am at my wits' end. You have a very non-scholarly look about you.
Central Control is open to no visitors. Even standing this close to Central Control is a major infraction. You need to leave. Now. The only place I will direct you to is a mass grave. Leave. Even standing this close to Central Control is a major infraction. You need to leave. Now.
We'll overwhelm you yet! Alarm!
Intruder
at Central Control! Battle!
Purification in progress. There be none.
Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted.
Wine.
Mobility interrupted.
Shifting to a left.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Functioning for Arcadia. Mobility interrupted.
Don't become a statistic, Commander. Back and... Seeking cover.
Mobility interrupted.
Share my life or avenge my death.
Mobility interrupted.
Through his... Taking the fight out of them. Locking them down.
Mobility interrupted.
Still charging.
Mobility interrupted.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Lift weapon prime.
I see
Have a possible. What target you got? Combatant scan. It's just for mayhem. No target, Commander. Don't tease me.
Sorry. Standing by to stupefy. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. analyzed. Lay down fire. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
And
do check your scope for combatant analysis. Proceeding to attack. Enemy in vicinity.
Breaking for cover!
At this.
Replenishing my. They would try.
On what target?
Restoring the balance. Advance. Fulfilled.
Better sleep with both eyes open.
What was...
Sharp enough.
I must admit to being highly vexed by this kill order situation.